2020 Ford Raptor, we'll be doing a basic amp and sub with the LC2I for the line out converter. Let's get to it. So we are getting ready to start on the 2020 Raptor, just to kind of give a breakdown of what parts that we're going to be using. We got the kit from Sky High, 4 gauge. We're going to be using an LC2I audio control since it has a premium sound. The owner is using 2.8, so that should sound pretty good. Also, the amp is a Scar 2000.1. The amp is a little too much, so we're going to be reconfiguring the subs to accept it. So that amp is pushing, or can push, up to 1 ohm, but I don't think these subs are, but I will go ahead and double check the specs on the sub. So let's go ahead and start on it. Start taking everything apart. Run the wires. So to get started, we're going to be accessing the factory sub, which we're going to be unplugging. Since we are doing the 8, we won't really need the factory one. Just to give a heads up, to release or to fold down the rear seat, you want to go ahead and put this on the up position. That way this thing would kind of lift up a little bit, and this is what you're trying to access. If you're trying to pull on this, it's not going to go anywhere. It's like a false latch deal, but this is the actual latch. If it's on the lock position, it's going to be like that. So what you want to do is reach on the back right here, and then you pull it, and that'll release it. Be able to fold the seat down so you can access everything in the back. So this is just a quick update on how I ran the power wire. You can do this 2 options. There's a grommet, just a little bit lower right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just right there. You can use that, but you have to take a little bit more panels behind the glove box. Also, you can do it on this side. Now, the beauty about these Ford, like the newer Fords, it has a little nipple. Like where I had the wire running through right now, all I did was cut off that little nipple right here. It's an access port for add-ons, specifically for lighting or anything you want to add on, but in this case it's going for the amp. I do thank you for Ford for doing that. More cars should have it like that, but anyway, all you have to do is kind of cut that little nipple off. Use a blade. On the other side of that nipple, you have to open up that hole. It's not a two-way access deal. The other side of it is enclosed, but it's not as thick as this one. It's just a very thin side of the rubber. So once you get that ran, just kind of get an idea on how long you need it. This is not how it's going to look, so I know you're going to ask, but we'll have everything ran already. Let's go ahead and start taking the door sill and some of the panels on the floor to pretty much run this power wire all the way here. Let me show you what it looks like. As you can see, the other side of it, it's just a very thin rubber right here, so just be careful not to puncture any of these wires. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So we'll go ahead and start taking everything apart. We'll take this off, this part. We might not have to take this off, I'm not sure yet, but I will show you what it looks like. That way you have an idea. Alright, for this part, this one is only held by a couple of clips. So you have one up there, up here, and right here. What I like to do first is pop this side first, and then this would slide outward and that'll pop off. Place that aside. Now this part, you just kind of, like I said, start from like a corner and then work your way up. It's also nothing but clips. So go ahead and put that aside. Same way at the back. This one's only going to be a little piece right here, nothing but clips. Pop this off a little bit, and we're going to be running the power wire to this little opening right here where the factory amp stuff are going to. So that's a little neat access port. So let's go ahead and start running that and move on to the next part. So I'm just kind of getting an idea on where to mount the amp. We're going to be placing it right here. A couple of little screws. That won't really highlight that it's going to go anywhere. But I did have to take off this little cover. It's held by 4/8. In this case, it only had 3. It's already missing 1. So it is what it is. So we'll be mounting it like that. And then more than likely, we're going to put this back on. Let's get to it. So to get the power wire underneath, just cut a little slit right here. I'm going to under and kind of just like use a long zip tie to snake it through. Yeah, this is pretty much the power side. So we are pretty much done with that side. So we're moving on to the ground side, which I'm going to be locating. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put it, but like I said, I'll show you everything once I'm done, and then we'll be moving on forward. So we're just kind of started hooking everything up. You might be wondering what these things are. They're called ferrules. All it does is kind of make everything kind of look clean, you know. This is not an absolute necessary for anybody that don't have it. You can just insert it like normal without it. But this is kind of just like gives it a little bit of a clean look. And plus, I don't know if you notice underneath, I have the power and ground for the LC2. So that's going to be kind of hidden in there. You won't even really notice it. So like I said, you don't have to do it, but if you have the time, the money, a little bit of extra money, make it look clean, I'm up for it. So go ahead, and if you guys want to try it, cool. If not, like I said, you can just insert it like normal. But anyway, we got the power and ground, and then we'll move on to the remote wire later on, hook up the LC2I, and keep moving forward. Before I cover everything up, I just wanted to mention that the speaker signals that you will need will be on this plug. It'll be the brown blue is the negative, the brown white is the positive, and that's the right rear speaker signal. So I'll go ahead and tap that. So my phone did cut off. Briefly, I was just gonna say that I will be showing what the power wire looks like. Everything is pretty much loomed all the way to where the grommet is. So I got it zip tied down there, all the way up here. Disregard all these. These were done by the previous owner. That's not mine. But anyway, I rewrite it below right there. I did screw it into the top of the fuse box. Some people won't do that. I did double check underneath, and there was about this much gap from the fuses to the top of the fuse box. I didn't use a very long one, obviously, but that's kind of held in place there. And you got the power wire mounted right here. Everything is tight. I did cut a little bit of slit just to kind of allow the power cable to sit in place. Like I said, these are not my wiring. These are all done by the previous owner. Yes, there are a lot of wires running everywhere, but it is what it is. But I went ahead and tested everything, and overall it does sound pretty good for what it is. 2/8. Walk back right here. This is what it looks like once it's all said and done. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave me a comment. If you don't mind subscribing, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome as well. Anyway, moving on to the next project. So I got everything done. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to record everything. I did have to go to the store and get a short RCA because I'm only going from here to the amp. So, but I'll just do a quick breakdown on what was installed. Obviously the ground, remote, power. This is how the sub are configured, so positive, negative. These are the speaker signals, the one that I tapped earlier, and you got the ground 12 volt, and then the remote output to the amp, obviously the RCA down there. So just kind of clean everything up. So this is pretty much the finished result. So just to kind of give you an idea, I'm gonna tidy it up a little bit more, just because, yeah. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout, leave a comment. I'm gonna go ahead